Right now, I would be so happy to update you all about the best upcoming MMORPG game and also the new one. So as my viewer, surely you will get a value through watching this video. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Upcoming MMORPG 2026. You actually can play it now for Android and iOS. You guys can support this channel by sending a super thanks, and our team will appreciate that. Vampire. This game looks so outstanding and the main idea is really attractive because we never had any MMORPG that has a vampire as the main model, which makes the main background have a dark theme based on the visual. Of course, the black and red is the main color to represent how the vampire world is. The game's combat mechanism is hack and slash, but in the tap and click system. I really love how the combat action looks. It's so amazing and not so clumsy. We can collect a different appearance to strengthen the hero's power. Each of the mount and armor skin will be divided into a different quality of legendary, epic, rare, and common. Of course, we can get it through gacha. Even the diamond icon has appeared since we started the game, which is for me, it's not really pay-to-win friendly. Overall, the gameplay system is quite identical within the other MMO, but honestly, I really love the concept. Best new MMORPG 2026, Android and iOS. OSM Extreme or Tree of Savior Mobile Extreme. I remember I have played it before. It was on the Play Store but it suddenly disappeared. I noticed there is some difference on the hero's design and how the heroes skill between the previous version and this is the new version. But surely I prefer to play it because the visual has enhanced better and get higher optimization, but overall the gameplay is absolutely the same. Nothing different at all, which is I love it. As we all know, the Tree of Savior has a very unique and aesthetic art style. It looks like the animation made by a hand drawing. It will be the first thing that really hooked the veteran player to replay it again. The game's combat mechanism can be played automatically from the skill and also the attack. We just need to place the skill set on the slot skill and let the game decide which skill will release randomly. TOSM Extreme or Tree of Savior Mobile Extreme is the best MMORPG Android 2026. Dragon Sword. If you love to play a fantasy world but tired playing your game alone like Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves, surely I have a very good recommendation. You can play this new multiplayer game on mobile that called with Dragon Sword. If you're familiar with it, then I'm sure you will love this game so much. It has the next level visual, gameplay, and the character design. No wonder it made by the X of Dragoness team. The gameplay is a party combat, which means you guys can take some heroes on your team. Of course, all of the heroes are able to switch anytime. The combat itself will take in a real time, making a great combos by tapping the skill. Dash and jumping moveset. Once you're doing it on the right timing, then we can grapple the enemy while they are in the air, explore a different kind of area like a kingdom plaza, forest, and join the dungeon within the other player in a co-op mode, and kill the huge boss. Dragon Sword is the best new MMORPG mobile 2026. Witch and Dragon. Right now the game is just released in a certain region, but I just realized they made so many servers already. I really hope they don't try to milk the player. Have an idea to merge or combine the current server and make it become one. So the active player will have an option to enjoy the game more because the community is increasing rather than keep launching the new server. Even though the game is not in English yet, but the main gameplay is super easy to understand. It's because the auto features will help you a lot to reach the next mission and we don't have to think about the stamina while in battle. Overall, I have seen a game that is similar to it, and most of the country would love to play it like Thailand, Philippines, and Indonesia. Best MMORPG game 2026, Android and iOS. Star Stride. This game is really good. I never imagined having a new MMORPG that looks so classic. They all are focusing on the gameplay action, so the player can make a good combo attack by tapping the extra button to deal a combination strike. It will show us the special scenes as well. It has a huge open world that we can explore freely in the fastest way, which is we can fly along the game by using the jetpack, but it has an energy as well. You know, it just reminds me of RF Online, but the character looks has a robotic design at all. Even the monster has an armor around their body. It just looks so perfect. I realized the developers are trying hard to make it a story-based because we get frequent dialogue between the NPC. The cutscenes will show up sometimes that indicate this MMO has a great storyline to deliver a perfect plot. Tales of Mecha. The game now is available in a certain region only, and I'm sure this game has its own market who's trying to play it and always all in, even they will spend a lot of penny. I've seen so much time about the same pattern that the MMO will keep releasing the server continuously. I noticed they're trying to offer an advantage to speed up the player's progress by doing a top up, even since we just started the game. Before it launches globally, I really hope they try to manage the player way more fair and balanced to keep the active player want to play it again. Basically, it has an auto features that every player can play and enjoy the game much better, especially if you are a casual player, even if you don't have to touch any button to move the hero and clear the mission. Overall, I really love the character design and how the hero's appearance looks, especially on the character introduction. The visual effect looks so stunning. Best new MMORPG 2026, Android and iOS. You guys can support this channel by sending a super thanks, and our team will appreciate that. The Mortal Art World. This game is a new brand MMORPG that comes from China regional. Surprisingly, they clearly show the top up icon on the main screen with a huge icon showing up on the left top corner. It has an estimated time to get a huge advantage through topping up icon. And honestly, I hate this kind of system. I prefer to play an MMO that pushes the player to play fair and balanced by grinding the EXP or even to get some rare material. Because I was born in the glory of MMO where every single action should be done by an hardcore way, no autoplay and fully no pay to win. And this kind of game is triggering me to speak up about my honest opinion. Is anyone waiting for this game? War of Prasia. This game is made by Nexon Company, which is a company who has a lot of experience in making the MMORPG genre, especially on PC and mobile. But on this version, I thought they would try to create an MMO that looked like Black Desert Mobile, with a top-down view perspective, making this game look so enjoyable to see because we can see the whole area from this angle. You know, it's pretty rare to see any MMO nowadays that comes with a voiceover or a cutscene. Every time we see a certain story, then the special cutscenes will show up with a realistic and cinematic 3D visual. The game's combat mechanism is tap and click based, so you all can play it casually while you are doing your own activity. Arthdal Chronicle. Once you play this game, then you will get the exact feeling as me. It will show you how the medieval vibes look like, the ambience, the panorama, the hero's appearance, and also what the other NPC are doing is well represent the actual medieval vibes era. It will give you an imagination of how the villagers live in that era. This game is a really good MMO, but honestly the first impression I show is the graphics are way too blurry. Even have set it on the highest setting, but it's not enough to make the visual sharper. Even though the game's rendering system is taking so long, it will cause laggy issues every time we go into a new location. I'm sure this is a serious concern if the developer would like to optimize the game before it launches globally, because I need to be way more honest to give the best experience to the player. The game's combat mechanisms are so good because we can control the main hero by moving and hitting the target at the same time. It makes the combat even more smoother. I would prefer to play this combat action rather than a tap and click base. Best MMORPG for Android and iOS 2026. Blue Protocol Star Resonance. This MMO really satisfies me. The game's graphic looks so interesting. I really love to play an anime MMORPG, especially the game that has a very good looking character and ambience, with a realistic weather that will change consistently like the day, afternoon and night, so we can enjoy the beautiful blue sky and shiny stars in the sky. I really love the attention to detail. It's just magnificent having a mobile MMO with a PC quality standard. The gameplay is fully no autoplay MMORPG, and this is what I'm looking for. It's a perfect example of a new game that has a hardcore grinding and very good combat battle, so the player will have an option to survive by evading the incoming attack. All of the skill showcase will show up in a good moveset. I wonder how they created it. Unfortunately, it's only available in a certain country. Even for me, it's totally ready to release globally. But I don't know exactly why they keep pending the global release. Does anyone know the main reason? Please write in the comment. Rohan 2 on Cross. This game is unbelievable. They successfully managed into the next sequel with a lot of progress. The first version was very clunky, but this new version is way smoother in the movement set. But I will straight to the point. I found something weird, where we found a lot of players are playing it, But once we focus on the world chat message, it's nothing. So no one is chatting on the world chat, which I think they are all just a bot. Also, their movement is pretty easy to predict. The game's combat mechanism is a tap and click base. We can let the hero decide the target within a certain radius meter. Unfortunately, the game's score is not really good on the Play Store. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.